Hello and welcome to your midday shake for day 21 of MP Strong 365. This is a lunch, a break, or a mid-afternoon snack of movement, and we are going to start with one set of leg swings so you can grab a wall or a supportive object to swing. I'm going to make sure I've got plentiful space to swing, and I'm swinging forwards and backwards. This can be done anywhere, anytime. I mean, within limits. I'm like just envisioning someone in an elevator, like, oops, sorry. Okay, so the main idea here is I'm just trying to lighten the load on my leg. I'm gonna focus on getting my toes and ankle relaxed, and this actually would be better done on my elevated surface, my little step there that we're gonna use. A sidewalk ledge is a great replacement for this step indoors. This is like a 10-inch step or something. It's about the size of a curb. Yes, that's the word, curb. 3 more times on this side. You don't want to tire out the standing leg too much, hence the supporting object. So now I'm going to take these side to side. I'm going to put my supportive object in front. You can easily do this on a wall with your palms on a wall. So I'm going to crisscross in front of the standing leg. I'm trying to keep my ankle and toes relaxed. As soon as I relax my toes and my ankle, something magical happens, and that is that I fall over. That is because my feet are used to doing a lot of the grabbing to stabilize me. And when I say foot relax, it relaxes both of my feet. So I actually lose my balance. So really try to create dead toes and just observe what it does to your overall balance with dead toes. I'm getting like worse at these as I go. 2 more times. You know why? Because the left hip and hamstring are like not clued into the business. All right. Assisted squats, so hold your supportive object. You can slide down and up. You can do this on a wall with your palms on the wall. So I'm doing it as if I had my palms on a wall, just keeping my hands against that object to drive down into my squat. I'm gonna try to really dig into the base of my heels, slide my knees back, and grab the floor with the glutes by squeezing them at the top and then keeping them squeezed as you go down. Good, and there's a version of this called a drop squat, which is I drop really fast, like I'm almost doing a jump down, jumping down into my squat. 1 more time. And like I can feel my ankles are like grabbing onto the floor. So just, again, being observant of your feet and your ankles, how much work they're doing when you are trying to stabilize in a standing position. Let's go to the other leg for front to back. Did I hold it? Yeah. Wait, what? Oh yeah. I was like, which leg did I do? I swear, I am like always dyslexic, right and left, and I blame some of that on the fact that I'm always mirroring a client, and I'm left-handed, but I'm kind of ampy, as all left-handed people are, because we're so dynamic and special. No, I'm just kidding, but like I confuse my own right with my left sometimes too. Like I box with both hands, I'll golf with both hands, like I don't even know which one is which sometimes. It's kind of weird. But with clients, I'll be like, right, left, what? The other one. So for this epiphany, now let's go side to side. I say dominant and non-dominant. That was like a new revelation for me. Because that's the important facet when you're doing unilateral, because then you're assigning like a personality to that leg. The dominant one is going to beat the same drum, boom, 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 all the time, right? And the non-dominant one might appear weaker because it's not boom booming on the same drum, but it might be stronger in other areas because it's like a more clean slate, like it's less overused in one particular area. I'm breathing pressure up into the hips, trying to notice that right leg if it's sliding too far side to side. I need to do some leg machines to track my wobbles on my IT band falling in, so we'll get to that later. And now we're going to do a wide squat weighted, because a very easy way to track your tendons and your muscles towards the joints is just to hold a load and do the most basic exercise. So we talked about, and link in the comments section of yesterday's video, about grip strength and overall all-cause mortality. That means you stay alive longer the stronger you grip. So I'm able to hold these weights. That's good news for me, because then my legs can get this load. Putting mechanical stress on the joints like this, like having them load something, tells them we still need you. We need those muscles to work. So by grounding yourself with the weights and feeling pressure through the quads, through the hamstrings, and that muscle travels all the way from your hips, through the back and front of the knees, all the way down through the calves and the shins, through the ankles, through the bottoms of your feet. So your whole kinetic chain is just all getting more connected just by you magnifying the pressure with a load. So now squeeze your tush underneath you a little bit. Good. Squeeze your butt a little bit more. Cup your toes so you create your own arch in both feet. Grab the weights with nice strong wrists, really squeezing the weights. I'm gonna make sure my wrists are flat. Groovy. And now we're just going to go into a set of squats, keeping the knees slightly away from each other as you squat down. Push weight into the base of your heels and come back up. Almost to a leg lock, but you want to think about gripping the muscles that are on the second half of your quad. So between the knee and the middle of the quad, driving that weight back and keeping pressure through those more like knee supporting quad muscles. Good. So we sink pressure back into the heels and try to activate those knee supporting quad muscles, sort of massaging through the knees to get some blood flow. Good, to the often stuck knees. I'm sort of drop squatting it. Drop squatting it a little bit. Two more times. Good, that's all you need. That's all you need for the whole day. Isn't that incredible? So now walk your weights back. I'm gonna set them down, pulling the belly button to the spine, rise up to standing, and we are going to do 3 types of push-ups interspliced with a couple step exercises. So type number 1 of push-ups is going to be with your legs swizzle crossed. So swizzle your left foot atop your right, and we will come into 8 push-ups and then switch our swizzle. So drive the shoulders down away from the ears and start 8. Squeeze the inner thighs. Try to square out the hips, tucking the belly button. Good. I'm prioritizing that versus depth in the push-up. I want to drag my shoulders back and squeeze my inner thighs. Squeeze one more time. Squeeze inner thighs, squeeze inner thighs, squeeze inner thighs. Good. Go ahead and set those legs down on the floor. You can come back up to standing, and we are going to do a set of weighted deadlifts now. Grab your weights. or not. You can do air squats all day. It's all about your mind and pressure on the right muscles, okay? So we're coming down into a deadlift. Try to get my like middle to lower back flat. So I feel it more in the middle part of the hamstrings. Taking this one nice and slow. I will forget about two things when I'm doing a heavy deadlift. On a lighter deadlift, you want to really imagine that weight is dropping down into the back of the legs and knowing that you have 4 hamstrings. So you got inside ones, outside ones, and then with the upper body involvement here, when I'm at the top, I'm going to use the side back muscles a little bit to sort of cue me to get longer in my deadlift. And the wrists stay nice and firm. Just thinking shoulders straight. Because this is a super snazzy core exercise. You could do like a third of the number of crunches that you spend time on if you do a loaded deadlift or like snatch, which we won't do right now. 2 more times. Back to the hamstrings. And this load is easy because my entire body is supporting the lifting of it. Hence the word deadlift. You're just lifting dead weight. We are done with those weights and we're going to do a step up. So I'm going to come on to the side of my raised object. And I've like not gotten my back loose enough yet. My breath is all ha ha. So when I stepped off, gravity did that work, right? I was just like plop and I'm off, right? And my heel lifted off the step. We're gonna not do those 2 things. So step onto your elevated object. Your heel stays planted on the step and your foot on the other leg is going to tap the floor and come back up. Your heel must stay in contact with the step. So right heel is on the step the whole time. And then I'm monitoring for knee drop in, right? Trying to keep the knee pointed out on the right hand side. That I'm trying to get the hip flexor a little bit more forward. So I drive up out of the hip as I come back up. To increase difficulty here, you can slide and tap only the heel on the left leg to the floor. So the heel adds like 5 inches, 6 inches more of depth. Good, versus tapping the toes, just dipping a toe in. And you can do swap out, toe and heel. Good, we're isolating that pressure back into the right hip. So lifting up that heel eliminates a lot of the benefit of that isolation. One more time. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna go into right leg down push-ups. Right leg down, only right leg down, left leg shoots up. I'm gonna keep the left leg straight for 8 and then bent for 8. So we stay on the right leg and we go 8, 4, and we will bend that left leg now. So I'm going to do a nice little hip extension first. Yes. And then come down to my push-up position, wedge my right ball of the foot into the floor, drop my hips down, bend the left knee. 8, 7, 6, good job. Big inhale through the armpits. Rise up to standing. Other side. On the step. Left foot on. Right toes or right heel can touch the floor, but your left heel must stay firmly affixed to the step. Some people find surprises on dominant versus non-dominant side when they are doing this exercise. Like it's like, oh, how is this easier on this leg? Or it could be fake easier. Like my left quad is like doing all the business on this. So I'm gonna go down to my right heel for a drive down tap, stick my right hamstring back into the mix, and then press out to a forward facing hip flexor. Left hamstring, left glute, driving that right heel down to the floor, and then pressing up, hip flexor comes forward. I can also take steps to relax my upper body and really try to separate the hip from the waist, carving up and out of that left hip after you dig down into it. Base of the left heel stays down, maybe alternating toe and heel tapping on the right side. Let's go 3. Good stuff. You guessed it. Push-ups, left leg down, right leg up, straight for 8. 8, 7. Where's that left quad helping me through this? Where's that left glute? Good, I think that was 8. Slide up into a hip extension. Left glute will be helped by the right leg being bent at the knee. So keep your right leg bent at the knee. Kiss it up to the sky. Left glute helps these push-ups. Staying on the ball of the left foot. And you're good on that. Not much talking there because it takes focus to keep the left leg involved. All right, now back to our step. I'm just looking at my little cheat sheet here. We're gonna do step downs and then one hop and then we're good to go. So stepping down, you just took a step up onto something, okay? You're gonna step down, but then play the tape in reverse. So we step down and pop back up. Step. The right leg is the superstar of this. I'm gonna try to I'm doing all right now. My right knee is like extending pretty far forward, but as long as I can really slide back into that right glute and improve maybe the flexibility in my right ankle so that I can keep the knee a little bit further back because the ankle flexes and I keep more of the ball of my foot on the step. So I press right here with the right foot on the step, push down into the ball of the foot, lean your hip back first, and then try to come back up. So that will help me with my ankle flexibility. You might struggle. Sorry, I shouldn't say words like that when your body's listening. So it might be a journey for you to actually just get back up into a balance. So use a support if you want to. I'm gonna show one iteration of this for 6 reps. We step down off the back like you're just doing a regular step up. But instead of just doing the regular step up to balance, you come through, step it off, and go in reverse. okay? So it's step up, step through, and take it in reverse. This would be like a walking lunge turbocharged, right? 2 more times. You can think about dipping your toe in just barely and then coming right back up. Good. Between that, we're gonna do some squat jumps. So let's come into regular squat jumps. Just 15 to get the heart rate up, and then we'll do the other leg. Pop. High Achilles. That's ankle. Toe push, all the way up. You focus on those Achilles pops, the rest will happen for you. Squeeze up on the ankle. Highest heels as you jump. Bury weight into your deep hips, deep core, loaded squat. That's what it's for. 2, 1, and I migrated a little bit backwards. That would have sucked. I don't know why I was migrating backwards. I'm just gonna call myself out on that. Okay. So we step down, come back up. Ways to make this harder. Play with your own amount of heel lift. Like you can be on your tiptoes. You can even stay on your tiptoes. You challenge your ankle strength and flexibility a little bit. Another way to up the ante is there's an RX pad next to me. You can put the RX pad down on top of your surface or just on the floor and do them there. Now I am noticing like with this left glute, like my knee goes pretty far over my left toes. So I want to try to course correct that by just really shoving weight back into that left side, maybe testing out different amounts of heel lift so that my knee doesn't get too far forward and I can keep weight in the back half of the left leg. Just keeping weight in the back half of the left leg. Be squeezing up on that left glute a little bit higher. Yes, I'm taking them front to back because my left side, like, I feel like I need to track the whole way and not isolate the exercise. Back of the left leg, back of the left leg. 3 more times. Okay, we are good on that. Take yourself down into a wide squat. Stretch. Use a supporting object. If you want, you can use your step. I just happen to go this way. Try to press your elbows against your knees. You can even do this in a chair. The name of the game here is applying pressure elbow to knee, pulling the belly button into the spine, and pressurizing all parts of your feet, but mostly the outsides of your feet. Then I'm going to try to come onto tiptoes and down. Good. Bring the weight. If you have a supporting object, bring your hands away from it, but you can take your hands overhead, drive weight into your hips, and rise out of your deep squat stretch. Pull your heels in towards each other. Side bend off to the left. You're almost done. This is the best part. Side bend off to the right. Sweep your left arm down in front of you. Sweep over to the right-hand side. Sweep up, pull on the right arm with the left on your way back up. And then let your hands come down by your sides. Whew. Okie dokie. Show up. Do it. Do it tired. Do it weak. Do it sad. Do it anyways. Peace. See you tomorrow.